Buying or selling a home in Spring Hill, Brooksville, or maybe Weeki Wachee, Florida, if you've been keeping track of the Hernando County real estate market for one reason or another, you're probably asking yourself what's actually happening right now. Are prices climbing? Are they dropping? Or are they just staying stable? And how does this year compare to last year? Well, in this video, I'm going to be breaking down everything that happened in July 2026 in a very simple and easy to understand format, so you can clearly see what the market is doing. It's been a little while since I did a market update video, and today we're going to be breaking down active inventory, sales from last month in July, median price trends, days on market, and more. So without further delay, let's get right into it so you know exactly what's happening with the Hernando County real estate market right now. All right, here we are in Hernando County Flex MLS, a couple systems commonly used here in the area. Today we are using Flex for the purpose of this video, so let's get right to it. Right now, active listings, according to this system, 775 active listings. And as far as what's under contract, we are coming in at 23. Those are active under contracts. Pendings are coming in at 155 right here for the county, right? Closed sales. Let's get to the closed sales right here. We're going to talk more about this shortly, but 215 closed sales for the area. Expired listings right here, there were 40. So these are 40 homes right here that did not sell within the county for one reason or another. And then right here, withdrawn listings, there was, oh, hang on a second, let's check this right here. There should have been 7. Yeah, 7 properties right here that were withdrawn off the market, and then in canceled listings, we got 19. So these are canceled listings, okay? Now I'll take you to some graphs here in Flex MLS that they provide here in the back end of the system, market summary that they provide. This, of course, is still Flex MLS, and this is for all types of residential homes, including single-family residences, manufactured homes, etc. So now we can see our first chart here, the number of listings, right? Right here, there's our number of listings. And right now, according to this system, now this is like a halfway point. Matter of fact, let's look at it right here, just to kind of elaborate. It's a snapshot as of the middle of the month. You can see it right there, right? So right now, sitting out according to this chart, 1,039 active listings. That's a snapshot as of the middle of the month. And then right here in red, we've got 349 new listings for the month of July. Okay, right there, according to the system, July. And then, of course, sold listings here, 275. All right, now we're going to bump over here to listing prices. Active median list price, it's gone up and down a little bit, but for the most part, kind of staying, for the most part, kind of level. 333,300. New median list price sitting at 329,990. And then the sold median sale price, we are down here to 307,690. Okay. If you go back to August of last year, it's actually up on that sold median price from what it was. Okay. Active median price, that same thing. All of these numbers are up now in comparison to what they were back in August. Okay, so here we are on the absorption rate. This is something I love to pay attention to because you see what's going on. It has been on a decline for a while now. It bumped up just a little April to May, but not enough to really matter a whole lot. And then it's continuing on a downward trend. So as that supply drops, this is the supply, and as that supply drops, supply and demand, as the supply drops, demand typically goes back up. So it'll be curious to see how this pans out and how it affects the real estate market as it continues on the downward trend. Currently, we're at 3.66 months of inventory. And the explanation for it right here, again, is the absorption rate in months. Chart shows how long the current inventory of properties would last at the current rate of sales. If no new properties were added to the market and sales continued at a steady pace, the absorption rate indicates the number of months required to sell all the properties on the market. So really good chart to pay attention to. Sold to list ratio. Okay, currently we're at 93.8 days on market for the. I'm sorry, it's 90 days on market. 93.8% sold to list ratio, and that's the original list. So homes are getting on original list price. If they are priced correctly, they're getting 93.8% of that original list price. And where you see homes getting 80% of list price, or 75, or so on and so forth, is when they typically start much higher than the market indicates, and the sale price to original list price can be reduced for sure. Right, but right now, according to the county, according to Flex rather, 93.8%. Right, so let's move on. Days on market sitting at currently 95.5. So it's been, it's been hovering around that 3-month time frame, give or take, for since February? Kind of started inching up right there in February. And back to August, it was, about 2 months, 65.1. Price volume, I don't pay attention to these charts a whole lot right here. The absorption rate, we're going to take a look at this again. So the absorption rate that we discussed just a minute ago, currently 3.66 months of inventory. And look at this, 3.66. July of 2025, it was sitting at 4.37. So it has dropped, and it's continuing to drop. And typically, again, if that continues to drop, you'll typically see prices going back the other way because there's just not enough supply in a lot of cases. Average list price on the actives, $388,708. Median list price on the actives, $333,300. Just slightly up from what it was a year ago. All right. The active list prices are basically pretty much neck and neck from what they were a year ago to right now. So that's interesting to see. The average sale price right here, average sales price, $336,754, down ever so slightly from what it was a year ago as of July. $340,241. So, that market really, those of you that follow my newsletter on a regular basis know that the market really has been staying stable in Hernando County. It really hasn't dropped out of sight. It hasn't taken off with, COVID market type conditions where homes were, appreciating at a higher rate, but it's staying stable. All right, median sales price, $307,690, median sales price. And then as of July, it was $310,000 of 2025. Average days on market are running at 95. We mentioned that just a minute ago, slightly up, slightly more higher days on market than what it was in July of 2025. And then the median is 43, and then versus the 52 in July. So, the median sales price at $307,690. You can get down here to this chart right here and grab this category right here, sold listings for the month, and you can kind of see what sold and how many homes actually sold in that range for the month. There was 48 here in 2026, and then there was 55, going back a year ago. So the percent of change was negative 12.7%. Okay, so here we are where I give you a little more detailed information, and getting right to it. We mentioned 775 current active listings here in the county. Total all residential sold per the MLS. Now, this does not include lot sales. These are just total of all residential sales. 215 that we mentioned earlier on when we first got going with the video. Total sold Hernando County single family homes. Now, that's not manufactured. That's not, any kind of condo thing or lot sales, obviously. Single family homes, 188 single family homes sold for the month of July, according to the system. Median price coming in at $320,000 for single family homes. Median price per square foot, $188. And then the average days on market for the single family homes, 76. And then most expensive sale for July was $1,190,000. Now we'll take a look at manufactured / mobile homes. For the month of July, there were 20 sold, and then the median price was coming in at $174,000 for those homes. Median price per square foot, $140. And then the average days on market coming in at 101 days on market. So slightly over 3 months. Most expensive sale in this category, $475,000. The highest days on market between single family home and manufactured / mobile homes was 1,101 days on market. Very high time. Well, if you have any interest in learning what's going on with the real estate market in your particular area of Hernando County, feel free to reach out to me anytime. No cost, no obligation, and I can work on trying to get that information sent out to you. Thanks so much for watching.